Alright. It's about that time to kick some ass. Where'd I go again? Dude, I better start watching my stream. He not low too, bro. What should I use, bro? Bitch? Nah, whatever. Actually. I'm about to make a play. Who the chains, tell them get about the way. Who the chains, I'm about to win the game. Who the chains, baby, tell them who the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am number one seed, ain't nobody popping up. From the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Hey, how fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what. No punch like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers.
Pick that shit.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's do it. 258. Also over here. 54. Watch the screen.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
You got 58.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Fielded at about the 28. Oh, he slipped right by him. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
This is Carson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he's got the hook up to Moore. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing again here, Wilson rolling to his right, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, Not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. To throw is Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Checked.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Ooh, one more block.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got my oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And again, it's Rodgers. This is caught by Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
61, match box, lights. All right.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Oh, no, threw that too bad. Look out of here.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard.
That was cooked. Oh, my God.
Just a couple
Can't man
yards
that boy.
shy of the end
Come on
zone.
now.
13 yards on his first catch.
Yeah,
It's a
bozo.
first down as well.
Brandon, 319. Flex.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and they converted a second time for 6 points.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Wilson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
4 down. Alert.
Here's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis.
Oh, that's a pick! Oh, they caught that, bro. I was going to tweet because oh my God, if we would have caught that, I would.
DK Metcalf. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35.
Me at that. I beat it.
Into more, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Rodgers now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's go, team. Let's go.
To throw again. Rodgers. He's going to take a shot for the end. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't get the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
I missed. I didn't. Yeah, I did.
And
no, I
the
didn't.
12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Come on, let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us where they actually have a chance to come all.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Zadarius Smith able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. There's Wilson to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Check, Mike 42. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Carson. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Tyler Ervin back deep. Here's Irvin to return.
Oh, stop.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Oh, pick one play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get the field goal.
Whoa, nigga!
Yes,
Oh my God, my own team, son.
You come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A final shot before half for Rodgers.
Are you a bitch?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson.
Let's go!
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
Well, he's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Trying to lay one up deep. This is taken in. It's complete.
That's tough, bro.
And touchdown, Sam.
That's real life tough. Metcalf's faster.
Metcalf, 82 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
All right, man. Let's score again, buddy. Metcalf's really not even that fast, cuz.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Fuck, man.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They begin the drive with Williams.
Block him! Look at this!
But he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run.
Hey,
just ask for
look at
him.
him. That was
Show
the
him that you're
house,
supposed to get the
cuz.
football.
Sheesh.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a steam going.
What a catch!
Man on the crossing route. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up.
Oh, he would have died, Derek. I know you saw that, Derek. I know you saw that, Derek. He was going down. Oh, my. Look at this fit. Oh, my God.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Ooh. That's it. That's tough. Going down. That's a tough
That
pick right
first
there.
down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams.
God, what a tackle.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Go bad, man. And he should hear big.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers.
Beautiful.
It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it with Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
26. Central West.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to go up top for the end.
Oh, I sold the bag. I shouldn't get up the end zone.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I sold the bag.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
Always going forward, bro.
But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Wilson.
Let me get that. Let me get that.
Certainly looked like they
Let
were
me
getting ready to
get
convert there on third down, but
Let
what
me
a
get it,
get his hand
cuz.
on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return is Irvin. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be
Come on, boys, gotta score here, cuz. It's funny, I gotta score here. I'll be tight if I don't. That's on me.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception.
Damn, bro, we're going to some monsters, bro.
Sustained drive to get him
He had expected the whole game.
Unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers now to throw. And that's complete to Adams. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Oh, my fault, bro. I forced that shit, son.
Fuck! And they'll take over inside the 45 and the 44-yard line. A critical error in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Shit, bro.
Here we go. 280.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
What's he doing, bro?
After the interception, here's Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Well enough, well enough.
Mine's 42, mine's 42. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Run pass, run pass.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Get him!
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Go, guys, 4 down, 4 down.
42's mark.
To throw is Wilson. He lets this
Oh
one fly
no,
toward the
bro,
back of the end
bro.
zone.
That's a touchdown, fuck.
37
Niggas, he's
yards.
ass,
And the
son.
Seahawks are going to retake
Fuck.
the lead.
Damn, bro, I did this mistake twice, bro.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Go ahead, Avon.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers going to throw again. It's caught here by Adams. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. This is caught. A really nice gain of 25
GG's. Unlucky. Misfire. A couple of them.
What, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The extra point, not exactly a thing of beauty, but it does ricochet home, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed.
What a catch.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. They're probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time definitely of the essence now. Just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
He's showing flaws.
That number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
Scared.
Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson.
He's showing clock.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They run it with Carson, and he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's it's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Might be seeing that on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being...
Oh, man.
100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
He gets in the pen? Oh man, another one. You really are your little son, cuz. No, he picked his team and now you want to pick him too. Shut up. What? Are you off my stream? Yes, you were, bro. I have 3 niggas watching it.
On my grind now, game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
Fight, 280.
42 is the mark. Bandit.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
He was in that check, boy.
Come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Carson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Blitz coming, and And down he goes. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Another try after the first down sack.
Oh, it's a pick. Oh, my God. Give me that. That's a fake. Look at me. Oh, my God. He was nervous.
40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on
Jimbo.
3rd down.
He's going far, going far.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Thank you. Ooh.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And
Oh
a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Oh, shit.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He's got
Too far,
Lockett.
cuz.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On first down, Wilson.
You got me, cousin.
He'll buy some time right, and now he's going to use his legs. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
You got less. They did to me what they did to you with the putting when you go for a pick, putting him behind
so
him.
there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Shouldn't have juked.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, it's Carson.
Oh, my God.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Was that for 3?
Play number 9
No.
now on this pretty long
Come on, Jimmy,
opening
cousin.
drive. But this is 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion.
Damn, we
And now
pushed the
since it's
shit, my
4th
man.
down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
God, all that for a donut. That's tough. That's a tough
And
cookie.
this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Jimmy watching my stream, cause I don't trust you, bro.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Recon, 132 Fox.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for
Was that a first down?
going across.
Nah,
So
Blessing,
2nd
come on
inches
now.
after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Kill, kill, kill. 49, check 49.
Let's go, boys.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
It's a dot.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive.
Dot.
Nice grab. 19
Bad
yards
man
to
right
pick
there.
up there. Move the chains.
Bad man.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We're scoreless after 1. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Oh, man, that's Allison. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Oh, my God.
He's got the hook up to Lazard. 7 yards on the play. And now it's second down.
I've never seen that
before.
You
and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end, Graham. Packer first down.
Get 300. Get 300. 319.
You can't block me.
6'6". Pull it high. Get right. Shift. Check 26. Check 26.
Rodgers to throw once more. And the Packers are in for the score.
It's a bad man.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag.
He went too early, bro.
You did it.
That's a boomer.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson.
Good. That's my fault.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on
Derek, you
1st
missed it,
down.
cuz. You missed a touchdown, bro.
From the gun, Wilson.
Let me get that.
And the tip there altered the ball
Push turn
flight,
around,
but it
bro.
falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Push turn around.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson will try and set up the screen. It's complete. That one covers 24 yards.
Perhaps.
It's a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Check 42 tonight. Good job right there. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Check nickel.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, my God, man.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now it's Wilson.
Yo, I'm right there. He caught that, cuz?
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9
That's
on
a
first
tough
down.
cookie, son.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That
That's
last catch short of the marker
cookie.
by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. There's Wilson. And it's caught. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes out.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. C.J. Prosise taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown.
All right, bro, here we go.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
It's hot, bro.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Tie ball game. Still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Sick.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Rodgers now on first down. Open here is Allison. That's
what a
complete.
pass, bro. 9 for 9, 125 yards.
Getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Oh, I didn't even peek. Dang, that's my
fault. You're watching
I'm a bull,
the
though.
NFL on EA Sports.
I get balled, all right.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaunt.
Damn, my streamers ain't even let me know.
For the third
That's some
quarter.
pussies.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't
Tippy
it?
toes.
Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them
Tippy
an
toes.
advantage to move the ball downfield?
Tippy toes. Look at that 1, 2. Oh, my God. The tippy toes. The tippy
quickly all the way
toes.
up at the 40-yard line.
You block over here. You draw Porker. Come to my work.
Here's Rodgers.
Oh, my God. Thank you, Jimmy, for pushing me forward.
Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Appreciate you, my dude.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Sheesh.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1.
First down, bro. I better be a first number 2, cuz.
Come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Yes, indeed.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 31, Rodgers, complete to Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route,
jeez, hot.
Going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Rodgers again now. This is caught by Williams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 10 yards out, and the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
That's a boomer.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Sheesh.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think?
That's a pick.
Right now, they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point.
You threw it away?
But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Wilson throwing again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but
he's not even that fast in real life, bro. They're dead-ass gassing this shit.
To get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
I know when he goes for the flat. You need to know how when to go for the pick.
Points the other way. I mean,
gotta know.
If it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches.
You went for some scary shit. What the fuck?
That's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Watch the whip. Check. All right. Check hot route. Hot. Hatch it.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
319.
Here we go. Watch out.
Hey, check 26. Protein spill.
4 down. Even. Check. Lucky. Quick dad.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Damn!
A little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Is that a flag, cuz?
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well.
Definitely do a read option with Aaron Rodgers, cuz how you know that's what I wanted to do. Go up. And the fader, and the fader.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
That's all I do is lean.
They'll run it with Williams. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Beautiful.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Big ass doing the flip.
From a yard out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
It's a tough cookie, bro.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. On 1st down, Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders.
Oh, shit, I threw the wrong finger. Oh, attack. I'm going for it.
And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Picks is coming up, baby.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays.
Let me get that. What the fuck?
Now can they continue to feed off that? Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
14.
Now Wilson to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves
go for that, boy.
all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Flushed out.
Also, should have never done that. It's not a first down pass.
And oh, this is going to
the ball wasn't down.
Forward progress, but
the ball didn't pass.
He didn't get there. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
I'll be waiting to be on
he's
big,
up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Such a bad man, bro.
No sense in wasting a great catch
Such
like
a bad
that
man.
on a short game. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Rodgers looking to throw. Complete. This is Lewis. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. To throw
That's
under
nice.
pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Well, they've been so good.
Oh, what the fuck? I did not know it was this deep.
Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Let's see.
To throw is Rodgers.
Oh, what a catch.
Zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a catch, coach.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. But the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Being chased out left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Rodgers throwing here.
Oh, what a catch. You caught it too, bro.
End zone, but it's incomplete.
Did you, Jimmy?
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
I'm gonna go play some park with some randoms. Oh shit, this not even in. Fuck.
Not a day in my life, as long as my
20 goons and them ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. On 1st down, it's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of their defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Throwing is Newton. The quick slant caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. from 3 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it
Gano
away.
now. That's a boomer.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Quickly, gonna get to the ball quickly.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Pistol.
Here's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They run again on 1st down. Chubb. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Mayfield on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Panthers' 5-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? On 3rd down, here's Hunt. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points, that would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I don't think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. This time they stay on the ground, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the...
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell.
Damn, well, he's over being fast.
Looking for Landry that time. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think
we're going to pick
look
that.
at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Well, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And out across midfield, down to the 45. Give them 32 on the play. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let him know. Let him know. Kings.
They run it again with Chubb. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Chubb on the counter. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
20. Hey, alert 33.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the 24, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Mayfield down. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Newton. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. It's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Here's Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Tough,
a pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that.
Oh my God.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47. He's at the 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield.
What?
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb.
Even they just broke the foot.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. Now a play fake here on 1st down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. On 1st down, Newton.
What that shit,
and down he goes. The safety, Morgan Burnett, that time gets home for the sack. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Regular.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen?